Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great Friday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, we're going to be reviewing the fan favorite version of Trapjaw. This time we'll be looking at his normal variant in the packaging only. We'll take a look at the figure of the packaging, we'll look at the beautiful artwork it comes with, and we'll compare him to his original version, all right, from back in 2020, and have a lot of fun. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at the fan favorite version of Trapjaw. So here we go. Now, I did find this version of Trapjaw at my local Walmart, along with the Clawful and Spycore from the cartoon collection. I was very surprised to find this version of Trapjaw. Now, as we all know, the fan favorite line is, of course, a line that Mattel is giving us collectors a second go-around for us to collect if we need one loose in our collection, or in boxed, or maybe just an army, or different parts. So, which is a great thing, which I do like and love about Mattel, is giving us collectors a second go-around of these amazing figures that you might have missed out on the first time around. So he is now popping up at Walmart if you are interested, okay? So keep an eye out at your local Walmart, okay? So here we go. So you have the fan favorite logo here, the top corner right there. The Master of the Universe, Trapjaw, evil and armed for combat. And basically it's the same exact figure. There's no differences between these figures, between his original version and his this fan favorite version right there. So there he is, out of the packaging. Now, the one thing also that the fan favorite line does differently from the vintage version. In fact, let me get the vintage version next to the fan favorite one. Hang on. All right, hang on, guys. So here is his normal variant right here, next to these fan favorite. This one came out in 2020. I believe this was part of Wave 2. I believe. So many moons ago. Wow, it's crazy. Now, the one thing about the fan favorite line, which I do like, is as you can notice, you can see the weapons that are on Trapjaw or any other fan favorite out, around the figure, nicely displayed, instead of as the original one was packaged, bundled in a piece of plastic. So the vintage Trapjaw, his weapons of choice, of course, his iconic weapons, are wrapped behind him, whereas the fan favorite version you can see beautifully displayed. Now, one thing I will say, which kind of, I thought there was an error with my Trapjaw, and I had to take a very long, close look at him. Now, for the longest time, as you can see, there's only two weapons right there: his blaster, and, of course, his claw right there. And, of course, as you know, Trapjaw has three iconic weapons: his hook, his blaster, and his claw. Now, the hook is there, but it's wrapped up in between. Let's see if I can get a little better shot here, guys. I'm turn my light on here. Okay. Let me just pop this little protective case off here. Hang on. There we go. Now, his hook is there, but it's wrapped up between the blaster. So don't freak out. I thought for a second there that they only included two iconic weapons with this version of Trapjaw. That's not the case. It's just wrapped up around the blaster. So the hook is there. And I do have, in fact, I'm going to get Trapjaw here. I do have, of course, vintage Origins version of Trapjaw right here. So it does include this right there, the hook right there, and with the other, items for Trapjaw right there. But other than that, it's the same exact figure. It comes with the same exact comic, same exact artwork in the back. In fact, let me just, flip these back around. As you can see, same exact artwork from both versions right here. But the only difference is also, as you can see when I pull back, is the cross-sell. The cross-sell of the fan favorite shows all the fan favorite figures that's come out so far, whereas the vintage one, or the Wave 2 version, has all the Wave 2 wave of figures, in the cross-sell. Alright. But like I said, I do like the fact that, the Mattel is giving us collectors, a second go-around, to collect these amazing figures if we might have missed out the first time around, or maybe like I said, you need a loose version, or you want one like unpunched or in better shape, in the card, in the presentation of the card and the actual figure in the packaging. All right, let me get the vintage one out of the way here. So very cool, very, very cool. See, it's the same exact figure, no differences. And of course, like I said, Trapjaw is no stranger to the fan favorite line. About say like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, we got his mini comic book version fan favorite, which is kind of weird in a way, because we got his mini comic book version first, then we got his normal variant after that. And I'm a big Trapjaw fan. Don't get me wrong. He's a vintage villain. He's an iconic villain. One of Skeletor's Mount Rushmore of bad guys. But I mean, as collectors, I mean, he must be very popular to get so many variants and so many fan favorite versions of Origins. I feel like every other figure, in a way, has Trapjaw-esque like weaponry. From this to Cartoon Collection to, of course, the Turtles of Grayskull to that Build-A-Figure for the Metal Bottle figure to the Masters of the WWE Universe with Stone Cold, you name it. Like, I feel like every other version of we're getting Trapjaw-esque weapons included in these figures. Like God, was it Terror? It is another figure it's got those weapons. So there's so many versions or variants of that that robotic arm that Trapjaw is known for. And so there's so many different weapons. So just in case, like, for some reason they did not include that third weapon with the fan favorite version of Trapjaw here, I mean, there's so many different figures that I would have no problem at all that they missed out and didn't put that in the packaging, the hook, because like I said, there's so many different versions of Trapjaw-esque weapons in this amazing universe and Origins. So I wouldn't have no problem taking one from another figure. So very cool, excellent. I'm very happy to find this version of Trapjaw. Like I said, I'm a big Trapjaw fan, but I didn't know that, because these are figures that, I think, that sold the most. And so Mattel was giving us the second go. That's what I heard. That's the rumor I'm hearing, is that these are figures that sold out so quickly and so fast that, Mattel, just, gave us a second go around to collect these amazing figures. And I didn't realize how popular Trapjaw is. I mean, to get not only his vintage version, here, and now his mini comic book version as well. I mean, so, bravo to Trapjaw, In fact, tomorrow, I'm going to show you every version of Trapjaw I have in my collection, from Origins to, Masterverse, CGI, every version of Trapjaw, thanks to Pixelband and Dark Horse Comics. I mean, like, he also has, of course, that Stone Cold Steve Austin variant as well, the Turtles of Grayskull, the Cartoon Collection. I mean, you name it. There's so many great, amazing versions of Trapjaw, right? And I cannot wait to show you guys on tomorrow on the channel. Funko Pops as well. All right. But there you go, guys. Of course, there's old Trapjaw. Once again, we'll go really fast. There he is, out of the packaging. There's that vintage look Trapjaw. Comes with, of course, his amazing weapons and stuff like that. Mouth is articulated, which is beautiful. Of course, he's got that iconic little notch right there that you can put that string and have him like go from maybe Grayskull or to think Mount to Grayskull or Eternia, you name it. Looks absolutely amazing. One thing I never realized until recently, I think somebody told me on the channel, I didn't know that you could pop his arm off. I didn't know that. That's interesting. All right, but that's really cool. I like that. So if you have that, Cronus figure, that 2-pack of Cronus, you can kind of, give him that cybernetic, like he's starting to transform into Trapjaw, create some really cool look of Trapjaw with Cronus, maybe pop the head off, put Cronus head on, like he's, becoming that cybernetic, evil version of Trapjaw that we all know and love right there. But there you go, guys. A little quick little review of the fan favorite version of Trap. And I'm kind of curious about, what'll be next, as far as, fan favorite figures that hopefully Mattel will, give us as collectors, that we probably missed out on. I got a few in mind. Faker. I would like to get a fan favorite version of Faker, the Hordak, the first variant of Hordak, single carded version of Hordak, I think would be absolutely amazing to get, in the collection. Also, if you are new to my channel, I've got these really, I'm not being asked to speak about this. I'm not being paid to speak about this. This is not a paid sponsorship, but I get these really nice protective cases for my, figures that I find unpunched, called Noseline. If I can, let me get the back here real fast, everybody, just in case anybody's new here. Okay, so they're called Noseline cases right here, and they're wonderful. They're really nice to keep everything protective, dust free, damage free. And in fact, if you are a collector that look for unpunched figures in your collection, try to get that perfect figure. The nice thing about these packaging, I see it's unpunched right there. It has this notch right here. So if you do like to mount your figures on the wall or however you wish to display them, it's a nice, added bonus. It's really nice. Keeps everything protective, dust free. And it's really nice. It's really easy to put together. It's like it snaps right in the back. It's a really great case right there. But yeah, back to what I would like to see as far as the fan favorite figures. I would love to see to get re-released, as collectors. Like I said, I would like to get, and some, what I also would like to see, and I've said this before, like any of the Mattel Creations exclusives that, has come out, like Grizzlor and Wondar and He Skeletor and Koldar, figures that, that sold out very quickly. That maybe Mattel would have, be nice enough to give us a second go around just in case we need a second one or one at all, to complete our collection. I think that'd be awesome if Mattel would do that, But who knows? But you never know, I think that'd be wonderful. But there you go, guys. There is the fan favorite version of Trapjaw, the evil armed for combat. An iconic figure, an amazing figure as always. I'm looking forward for more, Trapjaw in the future, especially in the Thundercats, I'm looking forward to maybe getting a normal variant in the Turtles of Grayskull, So, who knows? Maybe more in the Masters line, The CGI line, unfortunately, is now done with. But he did have a very unique version of Trapjaw in the CGI line. All right? But there you go, guys. One more shot of the fan favorite version of Trapjaw that is starting to appear at Walmart if you are interested in getting this figure. Alright. I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Alright. Of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell when I'll upload new videos. Of course, tomorrow we'll be looking at every version of Trapjaw in the collection. From this vintage 80s version to the 2000X, to the classics, to the Super 7s, you name it, Origins. So many versions of Origins have come out so far. Masterverse has got quite a few. I think his latest new Eternia version of Trapjaw looks absolutely amazing. That's one of my favorite versions of Trapjaw that's come out so far. CGI, Funko Pops, you name it, guys. We're going to be looking at all things Trapjaw for the next couple of days. Alright? Of course, I'm keeping an eye out for that Spike-Ore figure. I went back to that local Walmart again, hoping. Sometimes they don't put everything out, in one day. They always wait a few days to kind of let people cool down and cool off. And then they they restock again. So I will definitely, keep an eye on that to hopefully get that Spike-Ore from the cartoon collection that I will definitely, unbox with you guys. And I hope you will join me for that. All right, it's been a lot of fun. So, hope you guys have a great Friday. And also, guys, I hope you guys have enjoy a 3-day weekend, because it is Labor Day on Monday. So I hope you guys have a nice 3-day weekend and with friends and family, and you have a good cookout or have some fun. All right. So once again, I hope you guys have a great Friday, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Take care. and have a good one, everybody.